Alright, buckle up, folks. We're about to dive into a story that's gonna blow your mind. It's all about life, death, and the crazy stuff in between. Ready? Let's go. Imagine this. Picture the guy cruising along on his motorbike, right? The wind's whipping through his hair, making him feel amazing, like he can do anything. You know that feeling when everything just clicks and you're super happy? That's exactly how our biker friend feels. But then, wham! Out of nowhere, a cute little animal darts across the road. Our hero, with a kind heart, tries his best to swerve and avoid hitting the creature. Whoops! Unfortunately, he ends up bumping into a tree instead. Definitely not what he had in mind for the day, is it? Then, blink of an eye, everything goes dark. When our friend opens his eyes again, he's in a completely different place. It's a bright room filled with doctors and nurses buzzing around him like busy bees. They're talking about something called surgery, which sounds pretty scary. He thinks this wasn't how I planned my day. The doctors give him some medicine to help him relax before the surgery. As he drifts off to sleep, things get strange. Instead of just falling unconscious, he finds himself somewhere totally unexpected. It's the most amazing place he's ever seen. Imagine the fanciest hotel lobby you can think of, but way cooler. It seems to stretch on forever, filled with beautiful furniture and fancy doors leading to who knows where. People are chatting around tables just like at the best coffee shop in the world. But get this, a voice suddenly pops out of nowhere. It's a warm and friendly voice like that cool aunt or uncle everyone wishes they had. This voice starts talking, and what it says, well, that's a whole new adventure for our friend to discover. The voice tells them to peek through one of the doors, and holy moly, it's the whole universe right there. Stars, planets, galaxies, all swirling around like the ultimate light show. The voice says this is the cosmic highway souls take when they check out of Earth. Talk about a scenic route. Next door over, in walks this old guy. He looks confused, like he just woke up from a really long nap. The voice whispers that he just had a heart attack, poor dude. But then, the coolest thing happens. This super nice lady comes over and starts chatting with him, and as they talk, the old guy starts getting younger. I'm not kidding. It's like someone hit rewind on his life. By the end, he's looking fresh as a daisy, like he's in his 20s again. The voice explains that this lady's job is to help people remember. They're done with their Earth adventure and back home. It's like the ultimate welcome home party planner. After their chat, the young again guy strolls into this garden. And let me tell you, it makes the prettiest park you've ever seen look like a sandbox. People rush over to hug him. Everyone's crying happy tears. It's like every heartwarming reunion video you've ever seen times a million. Next stop, the Life Planning Center. Get ready for this. Everything that happens to us, good or bad, we plan it all out before we're born. Mind blown, right? There's these magic scrolls with our life story written on them. Our friend tries to sneak a peek, wouldn't you? But no dice. The scrolls roll up faster than you can say spoiler alert. The voice laughs and says, that's not how it works. We're not supposed to know what's coming. Where's the fun in that? They head to this super pretty meadow next. It's like someone took every perfect day you've ever had and smooshed them all together, and there's animals everywhere. Our pal sees their old pets looking happy and healthy. Remember Fluffy, who couldn't jump anymore? She's leaping around like a bunny. And old Rex, who lost his hearing. He's barking up a storm. All our furry and not so furry friends are here waiting for us. How cool is that? But it's not just animals having a grand old time. People are meeting up with family and friends they haven't seen in forever. There's hugging, laughing, crying, the happy kind of crying, you know? It's enough to make even the toughest cookie get a little misty-eyed. Last stop, they meet this super bright being. When I say bright, I mean bright. Like stare at the sun for an hour and it still wouldn't come close. This glowing dude is radiating love like a cosmic heater. And then it reveals a profound truth. There is no death. Share this enlightenment with others, my friend. Just like that, our friend's back in the hospital. Doctors are freaking out, shouting, they're alive, like they're in some old monster movie. Just like that, our friend's back in the hospital. Doctors are freaking out, shouting they're alive like they're in some old monster movie. Our pal's lying there, mind completely blown, trying to make sense of it all. Later, they find out they were dead for just 6 minutes. 6 minutes. But in cosmic time, it felt like they'd been gone for days. Time's weird like that on the other side, I guess. This whole crazy trip totally flips how our friend sees death. It's not scary anymore. It's not the end. It's like leveling up in the coolest game ever. This whole crazy trip totally flips how our friend sees death. It's not scary anymore. It's not the end. It's like leveling up in the coolest game ever. So what do you think? Does this mess with your head? Give you hope? Make you wonder what's waiting for us on the other side? Here's something to chew on. If death isn't game over, how would that change how we live? Maybe we'd be braver, kinder, more willing to take chances. Maybe we'd worry less about small stuff and focus more on what really matters. And what about this idea that we plan our lives beforehand? That's huge. It could mean that the tough times aren't just bad luck. They might be chances for us to grow and learn. Maybe that jerk who cut you off in traffic is actually helping you learn patience. Wild, right? What if we lived each day like it was part of some cosmic plan? Maybe we'd be braver about chasing our dreams. Maybe we'd let go of grudges easier. Maybe we'd tell the people we love how much they mean to us more often. Remember, we're all in this together. Whether there's an afterlife or not, how we treat each other here and now matters. Let's be kind, help each other out, and try to leave this world a little better than we found it. It's also cool to remember that different people and cultures have their own ideas about what happens after we die. Some believe in heaven, others think we come back as someone or something else, and some folks think that's all she wrote when we die. All these different beliefs can teach us something and help us look at life in new ways. No matter what you believe, the most important thing is how we live our lives now. Are we being good to each other? Are we helping out when we can? Are we learning and growing? Are we making the most of each day we've got? This story can inspire us to live better lives. Maybe it'll make us less scared of death. Maybe it'll help us appreciate the little things more. Maybe it'll push us to be more loving and forgiving. So what's your take? Has this story shaken up how you think about life and death? What would you do differently if you knew for sure that death wasn't the final curtain? Remember, every day is a gift. Let's make them count. Be kind, stay curious, and never stop wondering about the big mysteries of life. Who knows what amazing stuff we might figure out. Thanks for hanging out and listening to this amazing story. I hope it gave you some cool stuff to think about. Life is one heck of a ride, and we're all on it together. If you enjoyed this mind-bending journey, don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps more people find and enjoy these incredible stories. Got thoughts, questions, your own wild theories? Drop them in the comments below. We love hearing from you and getting conversations started about these big life mysteries. And hey, if you want more stories that'll make your brain do backflips, hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more where this came from, and we don't want you to miss out. Take care of yourself and the people around you. And remember, every moment is precious. Let's make some awesome memories.